This is Zach Howard, and you're listening to the Real Nerds Podcast.
Hey, Real Nerds listeners, your favorite host Ryan here to remind you that social media is great. How great is it? There's many ways you can find the Real Nerds on social media. You can download us on iTunes. You can listen to us streaming on Stitcher Radio. You can call us 720-6nerds5. Aw man, our website is so cool. You can visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You want to leave some fan mail? Oh, that's so easy, realnerds@gmail.com. Twitter, we got it, @real_nerds. You can even like us on Facebook. Thank you so much, and hey, enjoy the show. Welcome to Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast at Denver Comic Con 2016 and beyond. I am Ryan. With me this week with a really sweet shirt on is...
Brad.
You know, I have to say, Brad, those JCVDDV shirts are really comfortable. I don't know what they're made out of, but
I know.
they're
I got to figure out what brand it is. So
I know, because I put it on, I'm like, wow, this is like, it's like light and soft, and...
I think it's a little bit more expensive than the Real Nerds ones we did, but I mean, I'm willing to pay.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I would have known that they're like that comfortable.
Yeah.
You don't have any more of those shirts available right now, though. I was going to pimp them out, but...
I have two, like, petite women's.
So, if you want to get those shirts, make sure you email Brad at nebulousvisions.com and go on a date with him, and you can get that shirt.
If you have dinner with me, you get them for free.
you get them
no,
for
I'm going to make a new batch. It's just
cool.
It's a matter of getting like $300 together.
Yeah, that sucks. Money.
Yep.
Anyways, every week we go see a new movie and we podcast our experience of the world. This week, I went and saw San Andreas. Brad did not see a new movie this week because Brad's a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, you know, Mad Max is calling again twice.
Yeah. I know, you saw it twice.
That movie rules. I don't care.
You will hear my son in the background every once in a while. He is hanging out with us, wearing a Spider-Man t-shirt, looking cute, and playing with a purse. So, that's good. You know, get him started early.
Yep.
So yeah, we also talk about movie news, what's box office numbers, what's coming out on Blu-ray, comic books, all that kind of good stuff. First of all, I want to thank everybody from Denver Comic Con yet again. We do have more interviews coming. We just put so many up, we're kind of letting those ones breathe a little bit, and then we'll have the other ones up very shortly. The ones I'm looking forward to sharing the most is we interviewed Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti from the Harley Quinn book, and they were really funny. And I also interviewed Marguerite Bennett, who's the writer of the upcoming DC's Bombshells, which you can get digitally starting next week. And then at the end of the month, if you don't want to get it digitally, they'll collect all the chapters in a print version, and that'll be at the end of every month. So, why are you so afraid of my kid? He's not even doing anything. My son is literally like...
You need to set boundaries for this thing.
He's literally touching Brad for attention, and Brad is like freaking out.
I'm just anticipating where he's going next.
Well, you can't go anywhere. You're so weird about him. He's all right.
Now he's trying to tickle me. I can't do the show if he's touched my torso.
Come here, buddy. Come play over here. Brad is weird about you.
Is he playing with me because he's bored with you?
No, it's because you. It's like a dog. If you don't pay attention to it, he'll want you to pay attention to him, and so you don't pay attention to him. So he's really upset about it.
Dogs are starved for attention too. All right. Okay, we're safe.
Cool.
He's moved on.
Yes.
I'll talk to him when he's older.
We do have a phone call this week, but we'll get to it a little later. I'm going to include it in news. If you haven't heard it, I'll tell you about it.
Yeah, I totally missed it.
Okay, cool. But I do also have an email this week from our very own correspondent.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Fan mail! I'm going to try to... the funny thing about Cora is she writes like she talks, and I can never get her tone right in her emails. So maybe she should call in her emails, and then we can hear what she's saying. But anyways, we appreciate it, Cora. She says, "Hi, guys. Congrats on 200-plus episodes. I've listened to all of them." Yeah. So it is summer movie season once again. We made time to go see both Avengers, Age of Ultron, and Mad Max. We don't get to go to the movies much. That's okay. They're busy. They moved to Seattle, so they have a lot of things going on. What?
He's eating your keys.
I know. It's all right. The keys will be fine.
Looks like he's smoking.
Good.
He's coughing like he's smoking too.
She mentioned. She said, "Oh well, both of these were great. I am surprised that James did not mention that Ultron was a Frankenstein movie. So I'll be writing an essay about that soon. Awesome. Anyway, I only agreed to go see Mad Max in theaters because of Brad and James's posts about it." Yeah, you guys are like, ugh, fucking Mad Max, give me that dick, Mad Max.
Why didn't you like that movie?
I did like that movie
Okay.
a lot.
Well,
You
don't
guys
rag
were
on
just,
us.
You guys were just like,
It is the second coming of movies.
I know, that's what you guys are saying.
Just like Scorsese and Spielberg turned around the studios in the 70s, this movie's going to change things, man.
Oh, sure. Way to make me take notice. I still think about it daily, plus the mashup with the opening credits of Unbreakable Kelly Schmidt, Internet Gold. I haven't seen that one yet.
I watched the pilot. I haven't gotten past that.
Hope you all have a fabulous time at Denver Comic Con. Had a fabulous time at Denver Comic Con. I can't wait to listen to the next 200 episodes. Thanks, Cora. We appreciate it. James and Brad love Mad Max, and as you can see, instead of Brad doing his weekly obligation to the podcast, he went and saw Mad Max instead.
Twice.
Twice.
This week. Did she like it? Or did she say
She
like...
did. She really didn't.
Yeah, she said
she really
like,
didn't
I
say.
saw it because you guys said
She
it
did
was
say,
good.
I still think about it daily. So,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's that's a good thing you can say about a movie if it keeps you interested for that long. You know, it's not a bad thing. What's also cool about us is we have a partnership with the Alamo Drafthouse, and we like to tell you what's playing at the Alamo Drafthouse this week.
I'm Peter Bogdanovich, and I have a few friends here, or not here, but that I knew, who would like to tell you something.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kevin Smith.
Hi, I'm Leonard Maltin.
Hi, I'm Mark Hamill.
Hi, I'm Elijah Wood.
This is Seth Rogen.
I'm Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
I'm Ron Starr.
Welcome to the Alamo Drafthouse.
Last time I saw you, I played it cool. Now someone's been
I'm telling you right up front.
Burn off your cell phone.
Don't talk.
Don't text.
Don't build a birdhouse. Don't be a Foley artist.
Quit asking your girlfriend what she had on her salad.
Okay, is it your living room?
You talk or text during the film, I will punch you.
You can find out who they are and then go cut their tongue out.
Have a good watch. Bye. All right, I've said what you want me to say. Will you release me now?
And as I scroll through my emails and try to find it, I just found it. Cool. So this week there's a couple things. The Land Before Time is a Alamo Kids Camp. That's it's basically what they do during the summer is they take older children's movies and they donate the money to charities. This year it's going to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver. So if you go see The Land Before Time this week, playing at the Alamo Drafthouse from the 1st to the 5th, your proceeds will go to the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Denver. I just want to mention that Mary Poppins will be there the third week of June.
Julie Andrews?
Yeah, the Julie Andrews one.
Oh,
not actual.
You said
not
Mary
actual
Poppins was going to
Julie
be there.
Andrews.
So I assume she's going to float
Mary
in.
Poppins, the film, will be showing there. This week, the craft dinner is the Royal Tenenbaums. It's with Sanita's Brewing. So you're going to be there, right?
Oh, I love beer.
I know. But you love the Royal Tenenbaums. The food's really good if you go there.
Oh.
Cool. The 37th Chamber, which is featuring the best of martial arts cinema, is Dirty Ho, and that's the third in 35 millimeter. Fantastique, which is a fantasy film series hosted by Denver Comic-Con co-founder Frank Romero, and that's Time Bandits this week, which is a Terry Gilliam movie, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, highly praised, but I've never seen it.
Either have I. It's in a Criterion, and the Criterion's a cool package, but
yeah.
It's something I've... Did you want to see that film?
He just wants to look at that mic.
What do you think about it, Kellen? Kellen's a big Terry Gilliam fan, is what he told me. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess you don't like it. Maximum Bondage this week is Goldfinger, and that's the 7th. On the 8th at the IFC at the Alamo is Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's fun. And I think that is it this week at the Alamo Drafthouse. There's a lot more things going on, obviously, throughout the week. You can log on to alamodrafthouse.com/Denver and buy tickets. Do we have another microphone for him? We can just give him.
Okay.
And then
Here,
you follow.
doggy. Come play with this.
Look, buddy, we got your own. There we go. So once again, we want to thank the Alamo Cinema in Denver, Littleton, for putting together great little things. You know, it's one thing to go see movies, but it's another thing to love film and go and see ones you don't get to see very often.
You know what else I appreciate a lot about the Alamo Draft House?
What's that?
Is they still sort of enforce their no talking policy. And after not going to the Alamo twice this week,
oh, dude,
it's made me long for them.
Wait till you.
I want to hear your Belmar story,
I
which
will.
Cinemark has picked up on.
Cool. Oh yeah. So did you want to do what we've been watching then?
Sure. What's the voicemail though?
The voicemail is James. And it's about a trailer. So I was going to put it in the news part.
Gotcha. All right.
Cool.
Well, yeah. Let's talk about what we've been watching.
So, yeah, this is the stuff we've been watching.
Yeah, this week, actually, I only saw 2 things this week. During Comic-Con week, Zach Eastman asked what I felt about Tusk, and I was so busy that week I didn't have time really to watch it. I only watched 2 things that week, and what's wrong, buddy? Okay, and so I got around to watching. I got around to watching Tusk this week, and he wanted to know what I thought about it because I guess I never talked about it on the podcast. I went and saw it with my wife about 2 weeks after Kellen was born, and it's a weird movie. Even watching it again for a second time, I'm like, wow, this movie's bizarre. And if you haven't seen Tusk, it's Kevin Smith's latest film, and it's about a man who turns another man into a walrus. Is literally the premise of the movie. In it, Justin Long plays a podcaster named Wallace, and they're part of the Notsee party, Notsee party. And
they're reviewing movies you should not see.
Yeah. So what he gets there's some kid who's an internet sensation called the Kill Bill Kid who chops his leg off using his sword, which is a really bad effect in the film. I know it's like, a low budget film, but the actual effect of it is not very good.
It's on like a cell phone, right? As they're playing it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, it isn't. But like when he hacks it off,
or is it like a YouTube
looks,
video?
Yeah, it looks cartoony, like really cartoony.
Yeah. Well.
And so I remember listening to Hollywood Babylon, and it was a Dave School project that they did. So it's probably just giving students the opportunity.
Have you watched Dogma lately? The shit monster.
Yeah, it's a
no matter
monster.
how big your budget, it's tough to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so anyways, he goes out to see this kid, and the kid ends up killing himself because of all the ridicule he's getting from the internet. And Justin Long plays a character who's not a good guy. He started out as a failed comedian, and then he became this really big podcast star, and he kind of became a dick. So he goes out there, and he doesn't know what he's going to do, and he sees this flyer in the men's urinal at a bar, and it's talking about adventures by Howard Howe, and he's going to all you have to do is go live with him, and you don't have to pay for a room. You just have to listen to his stories. So Wallace goes out there, and he's telling the story about how his life was saved by a walrus, and how Ernest Hemingway gave him a bottle of booze. And Howard Howe is played by Michael Parks, who is amazing in the film. I mean, he's really good. But it's a very bizarre film. But also, I really appreciate what it is because it's unlike any film you've ever seen.
I appreciate the daringness of it.
Yeah.
But that whole middle part with Johnny Depp, obviously he's acting well, but it just slows down the movie so much.
It does. It's really weird.
And he has 3 shots of the whole scene, and it goes on for 10 minutes.
It is. It's really weird, too, because the pacing of the film is different. And I was watching the special features, and Kevin Smith talks about how he purposely made the film like that. Like, he wanted to make it where it was tough.
I'm sure listeners are loving that. You have your own over there. You left it. What are you looking at me for?
He doesn't care. But he mentions that. Yeah, so So the pacing of the film is really bizarre. And, yeah, the part with Johnny Depp, I mean, he's really kind of funny in it. But he's also kind of seems aloof. And he's supposed to be hunting this serial killer. And I don't know. It is weird.
I think that if that was out of the movie, it'd obviously be much shorter, but also much more. I
mean, and you could take it out because, I mean, or just tighten up the part where they're at the burger place.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the part that was weird was when he was drinking the milkshake when they're trying to talk to him about.
Then he has that flashback, I think.
Yeah, Yeah. So they could have done without it. But I still really enjoyed the movie. The performances are really good. And that they actually went there and they left Wallace as a straight-up walrus. And the fight at the end is really funny.
I know my favorite part is when Howard Howe dons his own walrus. He's like, fight me.
Yeah, it's just a weird fight. But, you know, you have to have actors that are willing to do it. And Justin Long and Michael Parks go full-on walrus in it. But yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I love Michael Parks, and I think it's one of Kevin Smith's best-looking films. It has great atmosphere in it. The dinner scene is really, really great when he's talking about the spider and stuff. And and when Justin realizes he loses his leg is really good acting. And I mean, the film's pretty good. It's just really bizarre. And the Blu-ray art is horrible. I don't know why they didn't use the original poster.
Yeah.
But whatever. My sister-in-law borrowed it today because I left it out, and she said, "Is that movie good?" You recommend it if you like weird stuff, you know, and it's hard to tell somebody about it. I don't know.
Why do people even ask that? It's like, unless you have the same taste and stuff, like, what's the recommendation going to do?
Yeah, and too, because the recommendation's hard, because I don't know what to say. You know, it's weird.
You should always just find out for yourself.
Yeah. One time he went to, like, he's downloaded apps before and whatever. You have to put in my passcode to, like, get paid for apps. But anyways, and the other thing I saw this week, I only saw one other thing. Me and my wife went and saw Poltergeist, the new one, at the Belmar Cinemark. And the reason I tweeted the Cinemark is because, so it was at 8:50 showing. So right away I knew it was going to be a lot of kids. But I was hoping because Poltergeist came out last week that maybe we could avoid a lot of them. And we did. We got in the theater, we sat down, and, at stadium seatings, I love that they have, the main part where everybody sits, and then the lower part where I always usually go, like 2 rows in, so the screen kind of immerses me. So me and my wife sat there, and the movie was just about to start. It was the last trailer. It was Batman Superman trailer. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I know.
Damn, I still haven't seen that on the big screen.
No. So I was like, oh, that's cool, because I knew that was going to be the last trailer they were going to show. And it was just about to end, and then this group of kids, like 8 of them came in, and they took a left to go up the stairs. Like, oh, thank God. And then they stopped, and they looked down, and then they didn't sit. There's 2 so there's a row right at the beginning, no one was in it. There's a row after that, no one in it. Then me and my wife, and then there's a row in front of us and like 3 other rows. So they come down and they sit all right in front of us, and they start talking right away. And so my wife leans over and says, "Can you please not talk?" And so like half of them stopped. But remember, this is a group of like 8 of them. And so we're watching the movie, and I don't know, it's like maybe 40 minutes into the movie. One of the kids holds up their cell phone to get reception to send a text. And my wife got up, and she's like, "You can put away that fucking phone." And the kid was like, "Huh?" And like they put it down and turned it off and were super scared. But then they kept on talking. And my point about emailing Cinemark is they perpetuate that behavior because they don't do anything about it. Like, so the guy came in, with a wand, and those kids were talking and using their phones. He didn't even say a fucking word to them.
Yeah.
And that's the environment that they promote there, because they don't do anything about it. If they actually said something to those kids and made them someone called me, whatever, if they actually did something with those kids, kicked them out or something, then they wouldn't have that problem at that theater. But no, they don't do anything about it.
Yep.
My wife had to do something about it, and then it didn't even fix it. Because
and now you're all emasculated because you didn't do anything about it?
No, I don't. My wife can do it. I don't care. Me, I just sit there and what I've been trying to do lately, if I get a movie like that, is I just focus on the movie. Like I try to just.
That's hard.
Yeah, I mean, I did pretty well until they held up the phone. I mean, because the thing is when you're that close to the screen and someone holds up something, you see it at your peripheral. And my wife yelled at him, but then the guy came in and they're still talking and using their cell phones, didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. And so I tweeted that is the worst place to see a movie. And the crazy thing is that tweet got actually retweeted a lot. And then Cinemark responded and said, "You email us at Facebook." No.
Yeah, so you can bury it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not. I'm going to keep on tweeting that Cinemark sucks.
Yep.
And I did the same thing with Best Buy when I wanted to get Munich, and it's a Best Buy exclusive, and they didn't fucking have it there. Don't say it's going to be there. So yeah, it's just a horrible place to see movies because again, they don't do anything about it. They allow that behavior to happen.
Yep.
If they actually did something to those kids, then it wouldn't matter. And two, who are those kids? If that was my son and I found out he's doing that in theaters, I would not let him go to movies anymore. Like, you're a little dick. You don't need to go to movies. And so it just drove me crazy. The movie, it was very well made. Very well made. The director was good. The sound design was great. Sam Rockwell is amazing in it. I love everything he's in. But it just seemed, my wife really liked it, but I just couldn't get into it. You know when you see movies so
I didn't
many.
know Sam Rockwell's in it.
Yeah, he's like the lead actor, and he's really funny.
Let's see that in the advertisements.
Yeah, he. So in it, they moved to this town because he got laid off from his job, and they have to take a cheap house. If you've seen the first Poltergeist, obviously you know it's buried on ancient Indian burial grounds. This one is they don't use that reference, but it's still buried. It's
Native
still,
American burial ground.
Yeah, no, it's still a cemetery. So anyways, obviously they're there, and the poltergeists are trying to reach their daughter, and she goes to the poltergeist world, and so they just have to save her. I don't know. I've seen so many movies and PG-13 horror films now. They really rely on those jump scares, and I think I've seen so many movies now. I can actually count the beats to when the scare is going to happen. Hi, buddy. It's like, the music really swells. Say because there's good job, bud. There's like this one part where Sam Rockwell is going to look in the closet. So as he's walking towards the closet, the music's starting to get a little louder. As he opens the door, the music goes away, and so I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, and then there's a scare, and I could do that throughout that whole film. And there's people in the theater that were scared. I'm like, really, this is not scary. If I know when the jumps are coming, it doesn't scare me at all. So yeah, it's well made. It's not a bad movie, but it's not one you have to rush out. I'd say rent it and see it for Sam Rockwell because he also invents this pizza that he adds chicken nuggets to, and I'm like, that sounds because he gets pizza and his wife made nuggets, and so he's like, I'm going to put them on the pizza. All right, all right. What did you watch this week, Brad?
Not a lot. Furthering your shitty movie-going experiences things, I saw Mad Max twice again.
Mm-hmm.
Today being the worst experience where
really?
Obviously the movie's still great, but we sat down and then just as the trailer started, some kids came in and sat right behind us as usual. It's like a magnet, I guess. Having full-on out loud conversations.
Wait,
about
kids? It's a rated R movie.
Teens. Yeah.
Damn. Do you think they let them in anyways?
Yeah,
that
they
sucks.
don't care. This is AMC, by the way, not Cinemark,
okay.
so they're both on the shit list. But, so they're having these conversations, and part of me is like, okay, it's the trailers, whatever, but, I've friends in my group that are enthralled with the movie, or enthralled with learning about what movies are coming out. So we're like, okay, it'll die down, and it doesn't. It just keeps on going. This chatty chick is like you could hear them from down below. We're in the middle back stadium part. You could probably hear them from outside the theater. They're so loud.
That's crazy,
It's
especially
they're
in a movie
trying to
like that.
piss people off. So I think we get 5 or 6 trailers in. Finally, the row in front of me turns around and says shut up. And then I said something yeah, shut up. And it's, I don't remember what I said. It was some snarky response to her. The girl says something about what was on screen. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? It's to some mundane thing. And then it kept going. And then finally Mike turned around and yelled at him. Didn't stop him. They just kept going. So finally I got up and I left the theater. I went to the customer service counter. And I said, look, I know it's in the trailers already, but there's this group of people behind us that are not stopping talking, and 2 rows have asked them to stop. And they haven't done anything. So the girl's like, okay, we'll send someone in. So I go back and I sit down. They're still talking. I'm like, great. This guy's gonna walk in and see it. It's gonna be really easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, as soon as that person walked in, they just kind of quieted down. And then he was there for about a minute, just looking around the theater, and then just took off. And then we never saw that guy again. So it's like, useless, completely fucking useless. And then I forget what actually finally quieted him down.
Was it the guitar player? Because that's pretty awesome.
No, they probably just got sucked into like the action parts. Obviously, when they got quiet and dramatic, they started fucking up again. But yeah, just shitty experience.
But I don't get why people do that. Why do the people think it's okay? I don't understand. Do you? I mean, I don't understand why people think it's okay to do that.
Their parents don't like. A lot of people watch movies at home. They assume they can just take that experience out in the world, and no one teaches them manners.
I know, but here's the thing. Did your mom or father ever tell you not to talk in movies?
No, they just took me out of the fucking theater.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I was never taken out of a movie theater, but I never was in a position where I was the person someone told me to shut up. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I mean, I don't remember when they told me, like, to be quiet and, like, not be rude to people, but I think I just picked it up in
I think
my
it's just
33 years.
I think it's just you're a good person, and so you don't... So if you're
I
listening to this...
sat down there just fantasizing, like, I wish I could, tell this person they're a shitty person, and I don't know. When you have 3 people from different rows tell you to stop talking, like...
And you don't? I mean,
you don't.
come on.
You're blatantly, like... And then, like, they're the guy friends in the group. Like, they go to the bathroom and come back and, like, stomp their way back into the seats. It's like they're just trying to fuck with people.
Yeah.
So, fuck them, and I hope they die in a car accident and burn.
Did you see that there's a Mad Max guitar player T-shirt now? That's pretty awesome.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
What's awesome about it?
It's just a guitar player, and he has the guitar, and his flames are shooting out of it.
I think he's called the Doof Warrior.
Yeah, something.
I think it's some Aussie phrase about music.
Yeah, it's still pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
Stupid things like that make that movie awesome.
I know, right?
It's something where you wouldn't think about it.
It's not an amazing story. It's just like it bucks all these trends. That's what makes it amazing. So like having weird shit, deformed people as your characters, like, yeah.
I mean, and the idea of just having a guitar player play like war music,
yeah,
is
which
pretty
I guess
cool.
is an extension of like when the Civil War they have like the brigade of just drummers and stuff.
I mean, it's just basically
and the guy that holds the flag. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's all he's doing, but it has a guitar with flames coming out of it.
It's just like, hey, what can we have in this movie, and how can we make it even more badass? And, well, we could have a guy with a guitar. Yeah, but what if like fire shot out of it? Keep going.
But what's cool too is the character design is really cool because he has those bandages wrapped around his face and like spikes coming out of his head, and
he has no eyes.
He knows no eyes, and it's just a cool movie.
Yeah.
I'm not as crazy about it as you guys are, but it's a cool movie.
That's fine.
Yeah, but you have to see that.
Appreciate its coolness.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to see the film. I mean,
yeah, it's like nothing you've seen in like 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, he is just on a roll today.
I gave him some Rockstar Energy drink.
He trained him to become Brandon.
Totally.
And the other thing I watched was The Princess Bride.
Nice.
Yeah, which is obviously a classic. I got that Dread Pirate Roberts edition when they did like a Buttercup edition and.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Like, I have like the 25th anniversary one
on Blu-ray.
Yeah,
yeah, I just have the DVD still. But yeah, they basically did like, I guess the guy version and the girl version, and I bought it years ago, but I never actually opened it up because I'd seen it before. So I'm playing around with the menu, and right away, as soon as you put it in, it's like you have 2 choices: do you believe in true love, or do you want to challenge the Dread Pirate Roberts? It's like, obviously, I want to challenge the Dread Pirate Roberts, and it just changes the menu theme.
Oh.
I'm trying to talk, man.
Don't worry, they probably can't hear him too well.
Don't beat up on Jack Bauer.
Yeah, that's
my
man
is a
now.
legend.
That's my life.
Show him some respect. Show your kid respect, Jack Bauer.
I know they're playing it at Film on the Rocks, and that one always sells out.
I know.
I'm interested to go to it because the other movies I want to see Jurassic Park is too. I might go see Jurassic Park.
Nice.
There.
I'd love to go to Red, but I always feel like it's just like a situation where I would just get sold out. Like,
yeah,
every movie.
They do, but I mean, I think Jurassic Park and Princess Bride are the ones I want to see this year. I don't remember what else is playing there, but
in the past they've done Back to the Future, and they always do Breakfast Club. I wish they'd stop doing Breakfast Club. Do not care about Breakfast Club. That is not a movie that's worth seeing.
You know what's funny is
nature.
I got the Blu-ray about a year ago, and I said, "Man, I remember loving this movie." And I'm watching it, I'm like, "Meh, it's okay."
Yeah,
I still like Weird Science more.
I mean, I'm sure it's like with Ninja Turtles for a lot of people. It's the memories they're associated with seeing it in the 80s that better than the movie itself. So yeah, Princess Bride, great fun.
Oh,
And
that's
it
a
has
great
special
movie.
features about like there's 2 makings of.
Oh, really?
One from the 80s and then one from modern times, and then it has like Carrie Elwes's home videos.
Oh, cool.
Of being on set and like a retrospective of Andre the Giant. Yeah, just fun, interesting behind the scenes stuff, and like the disappointment of how it was marketed. Like,
did not make a lot of money. I don't remember.
no, it was it basically, it's like Mallrats or Clerks. It just found its audience on home video because I think it was MGM. I forget what studio actually.
Yeah, I think it is MGM.
It's changed hands, obviously.
Oh yeah, MGM's bankrupt now. So
Well, I guess the original writer of the book,
William Goldman.
like sold it to Fox or something, and then that Fox executive got fired, so then they had to ship it to another studio who greenlit it, and then they didn't have the money, so they canceled it, and then it moved on to another studio, and I think it died there, and then it finally went to the final studio, and then they were like so gung ho about it, but then when they finally like put it together, like, oh wait a minute, we actually don't know how to like market this. Like,
Yeah.
is it for guys? Is it for girls? Like, what is it? It's so all over the map. It's like, just market it for what it is, which is how it worked on video.
Yeah, I mean, I just love to. There's some moments in it. I love when Wesley and Buttercup are going through what's the woods called? I forget.
The fire swamps?
The fire swamps. There we
Yeah.
go. And he goes, ROUSs, Roads View size. I don't think they exist. And then he gets clobbered by one.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that makes me laugh the most is just the delivery on that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why Carrie Elwes is great. I mean, he's so great in Hot Shots too. If you've never seen Hot Shots, and I still get a little choked up at the end where he says, "Grandpa, can you come and read that to me again tomorrow?" And he just says, "As you wish." Oh, it's so great.
yeah, Mandy Patinkin.
Oh,
like, their
it's
whole sword
amazing.
fight, like just the back and forth.
Yeah, and just the training those guys went through to do that.
Yeah, they show that in the special
Do
features.
they really?
Like,
Man,
obviously,
I might have to find that.
Rob Reiner made them watch a bunch of like Errol Flynn, Douglas Fairbanks stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, you need to do this, but make it the best fight ever. And so they literally, like every in that scene, it's no stunt people. It's Carrie Elwes and Mandy Patinkin's going at each other. Someone's rambunctious today.
Sometimes he gets in these weird moods where he
Cranky and rambunctious.
Well, he hasn't taken a nap. He refuses to take a nap, so he's
You
a little.
should take a nap.
So he's a little asshole.
Your eyes look a little red.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck this podcast.
He's really passionate about The Princess Bride. But no, great choice. I didn't know that they had 2 separate editions on the DVD.
On the DVD, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had the original like DVD where it probably had like the trailer, and then I just upgraded to the Blu-ray, the 25th anniversary one. I haven't really explored the special features. I watched one.
I hope the Blu-ray has all those.
It might. I watched the one with Rob Reiner and Carrie Elwes and Robin Wright, talk about the film. And I think it might have been new for the Blu-ray because it seemed like it was in high definition. But that's cool.
Yep.
Because, I mean, if I knew there was a Dread Pirates Roberts version, I'd get that one.
I think they're both the same edition. It's just like one has a pink cover and one has like a green cover. And
well,
if you
I'm
choose the
sold.
menu, you get to choose which version you got. So
I'm sold on the Dread Pirates Roberts.
Yeah.
And if you want to read a book, read the book. A book is great because it also has the scene where Manny Patinkin's Montoya is talking about his the Six-Fingered Man. The book has a whole chapter about his father and how he was the greatest swordsmaker in all of Spain, and it's a great chapter and how the Six-Fingered Man came and killed him. And it's a
they elaborate a little bit on it in the movie, but
a little bit, but it's not as
I'm
in
sure
depth.
as a chapter, it's
Yeah.
probably way more in depth. And I never really put it together before, but the Six-Fingered Man, it's on his right hand, and he's the right hand man of
Oh, wow,
the king
Humperdinck.
Yeah, which I figured out through the special features. Like,
I didn't even think that you just
another layer
blew
of
my
it.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the scene too where he's chasing him and Andre the Giant throws a rock and he's like, "I missed you on purpose. I could use the rock if you want."
Yeah.
It's really funny.
There's a trivia game on there too. Like it just asks you like the most generic questions and you answer them, and even if you get it wrong, you still get to go to the end of the quiz. But like one of them is why does he wear the mask? And like the answers are like to hide from the internet or something, or basically the main answer is because it feels good. And like I chose the other one, and I was like, I didn't realize he actually says it in the movie just because it's stylish.
Yeah.
So this is funny.
And the showdown with Wallace Shaw's
Sean, yeah.
Yeah, Sean, is amazing because
yeah, he wasn't the Rob Reiner's choice for that movie, but he came in and did the audition and totally surprised everybody.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
And the writer of the book actually, when he wrote it, he had Andre the Giant in mind.
Really?
For that character.
So
when they made the movie. Yeah.
I should watch the special features on that because it sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool. Kellen.
Hey. Get used to those bars, kid. Back to the Future
I just
reference.
don't want him reaching in Reggie's snap. I don't think he would, but
Reggie's got better things to do. Plus, he can't see him.
That's true. This is what's been happening in the movie world.
It's real news.
Get it? It's news. Did you get it?
Mostly.
All right, cool. So the Spider-Man casting, they screen tested 6 actors in Atlanta.
None of them were good enough.
I don't know. They haven't said anything yet. Asa Butterfield has been kind of talked about as being the front runner. I do also like Tom Holland. He was I don't know if you saw The Impossible. He's one of the little boys of Naomi Watts' son. He's really, really good. And I'm pretty sure he was nominated for an Oscar, actually, for that film. So he's pretty good. So they're getting really close. I'm guessing sometime this week they're going to announce who Spider-Man is, because the reason it was in Atlanta because they're filming Civil War right now in Atlanta. So my guess is they're going to be filming the Spider-Man part really soon. And they got to get him fitted for a costume and all that stuff. So I'm excited. Anytime, I know people might not like Spider-Man as much right now, but I'm still excited because I love Spider-Man.
You did not just fuck with The Office.
Oh, dude. Look at my Family Guys all over the place.
All the paper boxes, of course.
Of course.
Not the plastic ones.
I know I should switch them, but then it require me to move tons of DVDs and,
Which you've done plenty of.
Yeah, I've done that enough. Also, some bad news is Tron 3 has been officially canceled by Disney.
Broke my heart.
So I don't know what made him have a change of heart so fast.
Fuck you, Disney, and
because
fuck you, Tomorrowland.
They were talking about how
Olivia Wilde was back on board.
Yeah,
and
how
stuff,
all these people are back on board, and then 2 weeks later, no, we're not going to do it.
The thing I read is because of Tomorrowland, Disney's skittish about sci-fi movies. I'm like, dude, all the Marvel movies are sci-fi. Relax.
Yeah. If you make the movie good, then you don't have to worry about it.
Really, you're gonna shit on another property just because this one that has no basis in anything. It's not even like Tron's based on something that sort of worked 25 years ago.
I still haven't seen Tron Legacy.
What?
Yeah. It's one of the. I have enough points on my Disney.
I thought you at least saw it and hated it.
No, I have never seen it.
Damn it!
I still have points on my Disney movie rewards, and I can get that on Blu-ray 3D for free. So I might do that.
I mean, it's not a great story, but
was it worth it for free?
For free?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I bought a lot of Disney movies, but I mean, I just cash in the points and I get a free movie. So it's the Tron 3D Legacy I can get. Is it worth it for me to use my points on it? Well,
for you?
Well, keep in mind
I'd do it, but
keep in mind though too, I have almost every other Disney movie, so it's really I
think it's special.
All right,
if you watch the original Tron and special effects and stuff was good for its time, but Tron Legacy blows it out of the water. Just the art direction and
all right, I'll order it today.
Yeah, CGI Jeff Bridges is terrible, but. Yeah, it moves that franchise along. It's sad that because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. So now
maybe
we're not
they'll
find
figure it out
what happens next.
They figured out.
And sure, it's maybe dead right now.
Yeah, but they figured out the Lone Ranger, so maybe they can figure it out.
What just sucks is if they wait another 10 years, Olivia Wilde probably won't be in it and stuff like that.
Oh, she's so hot.
I know.
God, I love her, and she's cool. When you read interviews with her, she seems really cool.
Yeah,
she's beautiful.
I know.
Have you seen the 30 Minutes of Kung Fury?
I have seen it, and I can't wait for the Blu-ray to show up.
I know it's basically lighting up the internet right now, and if you haven't seen it, it's basically a cop who he hacks in time or jumps through time.
He gets struck by a lightning bolt and absorbs kung fu powers.
Okay,
from because he's fighting a monk at the time. So he absorbs all this Chinese philosophy and stuff. And
I know I saw the little clip of him fighting Hitler.
Yeah.
So I was sold right away. So that's kind of blowing up the scene. And let's hope that the whole movie can withstand its concept because it looks pretty good.
It started as a Kickstarter. They made a trailer that was awesome, and then even I donated to make the movie happen.
Oh, you did?
And at the time, they promised like a feature film, but with the $600,000 they got, they only got to 30 minutes. But it's a pretty tight 30 minutes. It's almost as long as Jean-Claude Van Damme and has sort of the same gags.
Yeah, so I mean, well, the thing is too, maybe if someone sees this and it's popular enough, then they'll give them a lot of money to make a full-blown movie.
I think they said on the website, they're just like, yeah, here it is. We expanded it, but we're really hoping someone likes it enough that they'll take it to the feature film level. Because we couldn't. But, I mean, the special effects, obviously it's a lot of CGI and green screen, but it's also cheesy, but...
It seems like a movie Will Ferrell should make. Produce, get behind it and produce it, and...
Yeah, maybe Will Ferrell. I don't know.
He doesn't have to start it. I'm just saying, be the guy who puts it out there.
Or the guy who did, Hobo with a Shotgun. It's totally wouldn't... I think that... Obviously, that movie wasn't $20 million, so it's in the same vein. I think they could, at least with $1 million or $2 million, expand upon Kung Fury. I mean, what they did put in the movie with this, the CGI arcade cabinet and stuff, and the dinosaurs and compositing, it looks like you're watching a VHS, but it's still, really good. And Kellen's destroying things again, which means Ryan has to leave the podcast.
Yeah, you can watch. Can you watch the whole movie yet, or is it just the trailer?
The whole thing for free.
Oh, okay, I just thought it was a trailer. I want to see the trailer.
On YouTube, go to the website. Yeah, watch the whole movie. It's great. This T-Rex fights an eagle, and they show you how that wouldn't work quite so awesomely. It's great. He has a sidekick cop called Triceratops. Triceracop.
Nice.
It's like a CGI Triceratops man hybrid. And you haven't watched Danger 5 yet, but there's also a bunch of Danger 5 style gags in it. I mean, they're also killing Hitler, so
that's on my queue. I'll watch it this week.
Sweet.
Because I've been watching so much Aqua Teen. I should watch that Danger 5 because Aqua Teen's been. My wife's been laughing at Aqua Teen, and my wife hates stupid stuff. And she was laughing really hard at there's this mucus one where they're licking a doorknob and they create a mucus guy.
Yep.
And my wife was just laughing so hard. I said, "You like this stuff, but you don't like MacGruber and things like that. It's basically the same kind of humor."
Women are weird.
Yep. So, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, they've cast Bebop and Rocksteady. Bebop is Gary Anthony Williams, and WWE superstar Sheamus is going to be playing Rocksteady. So, right on.
Okay.
I guess
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I hope they make him a Triceratops and a Warthog. That'd be sweet. I hope they're just not henchmen. You know what I mean?
You mean a rhinoceros?
Yeah. What'd I say?
Triceratops.
Oh, I mean, yeah, rhinoceros. I just hope they're not henchmen. Just normal dudes.
Well, they've already posted pictures of them as the human versions of themselves. So who knows if they even changed in the movie? But they're getting pretty literal with the costume design.
I hope so.
Actually, he didn't have those 3D glasses that he has from the 80s, but. Yeah, I mean, my expectations are so low with the movie. We'll see what happens.
I'm doing this comic book movie marathon, and I keep on, when I go to Tracer, I'm like, please be used, please be used. I still haven't seen one used. And when I was there, I was looking through, I was like, oh, fuck, I need to watch Jonah Hex, too.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen it. I guess I shouldn't judge it, but I know it's not gone to good reviews.
I think I saw part of it. It was terrible.
And Rick Baker is retiring from filmmaking. He said CG effects has just been getting so much that there's really no place for animatronics as much anymore. And he's also 64, and he's left his mark on movies anyways.
He's accomplished plenty. He can go relax.
I mean, you can say stuff that American Werewolf in London's the greatest werewolf transformation on screen ever. I mean, he's done the Rocketeer, the Men in Black stuff. I mean, his creature designs in Men in Black are really good.
Yeah.
So he's 64. Take a break, man. You've left your.
You earned it.
You've earned it. Some cool news too. Jaws is going to be re-released in theaters for its 40th anniversary, and I will probably be there because I've never seen Jaws in theaters. Have you?
I don't know. Maybe I saw it at midnight.
They're doing the what's that called, the when it's the thing that's the Met. It's the same thing. It's like the events, like Fathom events.
Fathom event?
Yeah. And I guess it's so yeah. I can't wait. I want to see it, and I think it's cool that they're re-releasing it in theaters, even though the Blu-ray I have is really amazing. And I probably don't need to see it in theaters, but I'm still going to. You sure you don't want kids?
Positive.
Yeah, and that's about it for news. I don't have anything else unless you remember anything else I missed.
No, I think you covered it all.
Yeah, I just wanted to get in the Jaws 40th because it's one of my favorite movies ever.
I'm sure James is excited.
Yeah. We have one more piece of news. Sorry, my son is being really problematic today. So there was a trailer released, and I want you to play this trailer for me, Brad, so that our fans can know what we're talking about. The remake of Point Break was released this week, and here's the trailer for Point Break.
What kind of people are we dealing with here? A set of perps with a very unusual skill set. Utah, I need a theory.
So why not deploy your chute above the jungle and escape like a normal person?
Because I'm thinking these aren't normal people, sir. I believe that, like me, the people behind these robberies are extreme athletes, using their skills to disrupt the international financial markets. And they don't care who gets killed in the process. They call me Bodie.
There's a few $1 billion of gold down there.
You're gonna steal it?
No, we're going to liberate it.
Oh, you think you're brothers? Now you show me whose side you're on. Criminal masterminds. They're just kids partying away their lives.
We can get these guys. I just need more time. Bodie, do you have any idea how many people you've killed? How many laws you've broken?
The only law that matters is gravity.
Stop!
We also got a phone call from James, and James is discussing the trailer of Point Break. Here's the phone call from James.
Hey guys, it's James. Sorry I couldn't be on the show this week, but I figured as the resident Point Break fan, I should add in my 2 cents about the new trailer. And I'll admit, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. It's not really a Point Break movie. It's just a movie about some dudes who, the ideas are the same, but it's not an FBI agent who has to go undercover as a surfer, so, it seems kind of different. I'm not saying that I want to see the movie. That's a bit of a stretch, but at least they aren't clearly remaking sequences of the movie or of the original, right? Like, you don't see them robbing a bank in masks like presidents or anything like that. Like, there's a shot where they have some kind of a mask on, so there might be sort of an homage to it, but it doesn't look as deliberately similar. It's more of a like, oh man, these guys do extreme sports. Like, it's this dumb bro thing that's very different. So I don't know. Like, I think I'm going to want to check it out and probably find it to be inoffensive at best. But anyway, it's an interesting trailer, but certainly not good, I don't think. Anyway, miss you guys. Have a good show. Thanks.
Have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
It's not good.
Okay.
It's like
I've never seen the original, so I don't.
Oh, the original is okay. Everyone thinks it's like some great action film, and it's really not that great. The acting in it is horrible. The action's pretty cool. In the remake, instead of them just being like surfer guys, they're extreme, like sports guys. So they're doing base jumping, and they're doing snowboarding, and there's no name stars in it, so it doesn't look that good.
Great.
Yeah, it comes out like Christmas
so
Day.
Excited.
It's one of those movies I don't know why they're making a remake of it, because
Because Red Dawn did so well.
Yeah, exactly. And I just don't
It
understand.
might be one of those situations where like they want to keep the property, so they have to make something with it to keep the contract going.
Maybe for the copyright too.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look that inspired, to tell you the truth. When I was watching it, I was like, they're trying to make it cool, like, you know, base jumping and all that stuff, but I don't see it. Like, I'm not sold on it at all. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll release a better trailer. I mean, it's still 7 months away. But, I mean, it's not like I had super high hopes for a remake of Point Break anyways, because, I mean, James loves it, and I watched it recently because James liked it so much, and it really has maybe one of the worst line deliveries of anybody ever. And it's Keanu Reeves, and he says, "Brody, I am in the FBI." Yeah, that's I pretty much did it verbatim, and that's how bad it is. And there's a part, and Keanu Reeves' character is named Johnny Utah, and he shows up one time to get chewed out by the chief of police with a surfboard. Yep, that really happens in Point Break, the movie. If you ever want to borrow it, Brad, I have it on my shelf.
We'll see. It might be on Netflix.
It might be. But you won't get the high-definition awesomeness that is Swayze.
No, okay.
So I do like Roadhouse, and they released a new version of Roadhouse in a red Blu-ray case. I'm like, oh, I should get that version. Because it's only $6 at Best Buy right now.
Mm.
But I like red Blu-ray cases like the Birdman one.
Like anything that's not blue?
Yeah. Because it's interesting. But yeah, so James...
you know what came in red cases? HD DVDs.
They were like maroon.
Close enough.
But the problem with HD DVDs is, you know, they weren't that good.
They were awesome. They originally put both movies on either side. It's great.
Yeah.
DVD and HD versions. And, you know, if you were first generation, you could get a player that was compatible with the disc. You didn't have to, like, try to figure out which disc went to which players. Yeah.
The good old days. The good old days. You got that, buddy? I don't even know what you're doing right now. Driving me up a fucking wall is what you're doing. See, that's what he does. That's why the nipples break. It's because he just chews on them.
I feel bad for your wife.
I know. I hope he doesn't do that to my wife. Buddy, what's wrong today? Are you tired and grumpy?
Oh, he's cranky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. He's never, like, really, like, bad.
He's working that bottle like a drunk.
I know. But he doesn't want to drink it, so he's just playing with it.
He's going to spill it all over you.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's going to toss it over the chair.
Yeah, there it goes.
So do you have a comic book for this week? We don't have to.
Do I have a comic book? I always have a comic book. I can always pick a comic book. Buddy.
What's up, nerds? It's the Comics Corner.
If you're looking for some great Spider-Man stories, pick up Marvel Masterworks Spider-Man 7, and it has one of my favorite Green Goblin stories in it. It's a 48-page turner where the Green Goblin is Norman Osborn is slipping in and out of his persona of the Goblin and as Norman Osborn, and he invites Peter Parker over for dinner, and he's going to reveal that he's Spider-Man. But through
who's coming to dinner.
Yes. But through quick thinking by Pete, he throws his web cartridges into the fire and causes smoke to break out, so everyone gets out, and he's able to change it to Spider-Man and fight the Green Goblin. What's really cool is it was originally an oversized magazine story that appeared in Spectacular Spider-Man #2, and it has a fully painted cover by John Romita, and John Romita does the art for it. It's a really great story, and that Masterworks also includes Spider-Man's fight with Mysterio, where Mysterio shrinks Spider-Man down into this giant amusement park, and he tries to smush him, and it's pretty cool. But he really doesn't shrink Spider-Man down. See, he's a master of illusion, so Spider-Man just thinks he's trapped in a giant amusement park with Mysterio trying to kill him. So pick up Spider-Man Marvel Masterworks #7, and it has a cute Spider-Man Gwen Stacy on the spine. And if you get it at comic stores, it has the Romita cover painted on it. If you don't get it at comic stores, it's some other cover. I don't even know. But
newsstand cover.
Yeah, newsstand cover. So, yeah, pick that one up. Pick that one up, whatever I just said.
So I guess that just leaves the movie for this week, right?
No. These are the box office numbers.
Oh, right.
This is the box office stats.
Tomorrowland was the #1 movie with 42 million. It underperformed because the movie's not good. Yeah, I don't think they're going to make their money back. It cost $200 million to make.
Whoops.
Yep. Maybe internationally they will. It seems like a movie that plays well internationally.
So, John Carter didn't work. The Lone Ranger didn't work, and now Tomorrowland.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, unless it's Marvel, Disney's batting like
0.
average is pretty bad.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, Avengers is already at like 1.4 billion. So,
well, they're covered for money wise.
Yeah.
Just that whole Tron thing, it makes me upset.
Yeah, because I think Tron was pretty successful. I mean, comparatively.
I think it debuted at more than 40
million.
I remember.
Thank you, buddy. See, he feels bad. He gives me kisses. I'm on Box Office Mojo. Want me to look it up for you?
If you got an extra hand.
Oh, yeah. He can fall off the chair. It's all right.
He's wiping your kiss off his face.
I know. He hates me.
And I can't connect to the internet, so whatever.
I got it. Tron Legacy made 172 million its run and 44 million opening weekend.
So, yeah.
And that's 4 years ago. So, what's 4 years ago? 44 million is probably 60-something million now.
Yeah, not that bad.
No, that's pretty damn good. Let's see what its budget is. Well, its budget was 170. Made 400 million worldwide. So,
well, it's gone forever, kid.
What are we going to do? Cool, this is what's coming out on Blu-ray.
DVD releases and Blu-rays.
Dum 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 dum. Load the page. Come on, iPad. Brad, I know you'll be picking up Jupiter Ascending, probably in 3D, right?
Whatever deluxe combo pack they have of it. Whatever the $40 edition is.
Nice. Justify the final season. James will be really excited for that. The Wire, the complete series on Blu-ray. I never watched The Wire. Have you?
I haven't.
I heard it's like one of the greatest shows ever.
Yep. But I heard people don't like the Blu-ray version because they cropped it or tried to make it HD. It was shot in 4:3.
Yeah.
So they just zoomed in on stuff and
Why do they do that? Why don't they just keep it 4:3?
It's like back in the day when they were like, well, people don't want to watch bars on their screen, so we'll take the movies you saw in theaters and just square them up. And now it's the reverse of that, where it's like people have, horizontal TVs, so it creates bars on the left and right instead, and then they think people are upset with, having bars on the left and right of the screen. So,
but that's so
they
silly.
try to fill the frame
because you've watched the Dick Van Dyke Show on Blu-ray, right?
Yep.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Who cares about the black bars?
Apparently, a lot of morons do.
SpongeBob, their new movie is coming out. It's a sponge out of water. The Margot Robbie movie, Focus, like how I just skipped over Will Smith. Good old Kevin Costner, McFarland USA. 1776 is getting a deluxe Blu-ray edition as a musical set to the War of Independence. This one's cool. I'll probably get this one. Apollo 13, 20th anniversary.
Oh, I actually watched the HD DVD of that a few weeks ago and totally forgot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's different about the 20th anniversary. It's probably...
I'm surprised, Tom Hanks isn't on the cover.
I know. It just has the moon and the Apollo spacecraft.
Studios go through so much trouble of marketing and changing their package design to put faces on things. And yet on that one, they took all the faces off.
I know, it's weird.
And it's not even a bad movie.
And someone like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Who's maybe the most bankable star. Falling Skies, season 4. Did you ever watch that show? I never have.
No.
I Am Getting Scarecrows, which is a Scream Factory edition. It's like a slasher 80s film about killer scarecrows. Killing Jesus, I know that's on your list.
Why is that on my list? Shouldn't be on your list?
I think that's based on those Bill O'Reilly books where he writes Killing Jesus, Killing Kennedy. Yeah, I know, right?
Lame. Stop funding that guy.
I know, right? Yeah, that's the Beetle Bailey, the 65th anniversary collector's edition is coming out.
I guess it's good for my wallet. There hasn't been anything great for a while.
Yep. El Señor de los Celos is coming out. Extinction, Jurassic Predators, because, they're capitalizing on Jurassic World coming out soon. Dora the Explorer. Some really provocative anime that's called Stepsister, where girls are honking each other's hooters. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. I'm going to keep on scrolling in case something else comes down.
I know James always insists all the good stuff's at the top, but sometimes they don't catalog it right, and some major titles end up at the bottom.
Not this time, though. Yep. Well, there is a Maximum Action 4-pack that has Last Action Hero, Universal Soldier, Russian Specialist, and Into the Sun. So 2 of those movies are cool. Did you see that? I saw that Jean-Claude Van Damme has a new Blu-ray coming out called Pound of Flesh.
Yeah, that's supposed to be in theaters, too. That's what I'm hoping for.
Wait, it might be like
my parents saw it already on demand.
Really? Do they like it?
No.
There's also Pac-Man y los Adventures Fantastimo, Pac Jurassico. So that's good. Pac-Man is branching out to our Latino viewers. Yeah, and that's what's coming out.
You know, his name in Japan is Paku Paku.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because when people would write it, they would graffiti over the U, and it made it look like, or over the P. They cross out the part of the P, and it would look like fuck you, fuck you.
I wish I'd have an arcade cabinet that said fuck you on it. Yeah, so this week I went and saw San Andreas. Brad did not. He let down our listeners. I'm sure they really wanted to hear what you had to say about this film.
Yeah, they want to hear what I hear about any film any week. Right. Okay.
Maybe they, you know what? You say that, but Cora wrote in an email saying that she went and saw Mad Max because of you.
It was more James, I'm sure.
But she mentioned you by name.
Just let me in, just out of.
She didn't let me in, so obviously I didn't sway her to go see the film.
Well, yeah, you didn't praise it as much as we did.
So Ryan, should people go see San Andreas? Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I
should have seen it because you're like biased because The Rock's in it.
No,
it looks like 2012 with The Rock in it.
Yeah, it is. But here's the thing: is I think people become so jaded as movie goers because the special effects in it are pretty amazing, but there's some parts we can tell it's green screen, and I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, that's green screen because the way it's lit. You know what I mean? But as I was leaving the theater, I said, when did I get to a point where there's literally showing buildings collapse and it looks spectacular, and I see green screen, I'm like, oh, that's fake, that's stupid. Like, these guys are pouring their hearts and souls out into these set pieces, and I'm like, no, well, that actually doesn't look that real.
It might be that they're trying so hard to amaze you that they're just forgetting that what works is that you don't notice it's an effect.
Well, but that's the thing, though. In these movies, there's no way you couldn't, because, I mean, that's what the movie is. It's a spectacle, so you have to create those effects. It's pretty effective. The film is actually fun. I mean, it's not a super great film, but I actually had fun watching it. There's some really convenient moments in it. The Rock always shows up just before someone's going to die. But yeah, I think you should go see it in theaters because it's pretty loud and awesome. Here's a trailer.
Are you hurt?
People need to know that the shaking is not over. We'll get hit again. And it's going to be a bigger monster.
I've been through a wall.
Oh my God.
The Earth will literally crack open. And you will feel it on the East Coast.
I love you, Dad.
I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to get out, and I mean now. If you can't, God be with you.
More crust!
I thought you were wrapping up the review. I was like, "Yep, that's it."
I mean,
folks.
I really don't have that much more to say. In It Rock plays a Los Angeles Fire Department helicopter pilot who rescues people, and the opening rescue is this girl. She's trapped in her car, like on the side of a cliff, and so the Rock is flying the helicopter, and the one guy goes down there to save the girl, but as he's trying to strap the car to the helicopter in case the car slips, his hand gets pinned between the car and the rock.
What?
No, the rock on the side of the cliff, not the rock. And so he's stuck. And so all of a sudden the Rock puts it on autopilot. He says, "I'm going down." And he straps himself in and he goes down and the car's about to slide. He doesn't know what to do. And he literally rips the door off and he throws it and grabs a chick and pulls her out. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's what kind of movie it is. It's not, it's not Mad Max. It's not going to...
few things are.
It's not going to change the way you see movies. But at the same time, it's pretty entertaining. I mean, if you want to see The Rock go around and rescue people through huge set pieces, and then it's intercut with Paul Giamatti talking about how dangerous the San Andreas Fault is, it's fun. I mean, Paul Giamatti is a great actor.
Yeah.
And even though his dialogue is really on the point, he says stuff.
I'm clearly a scientist.
Exactly. And he'll say stuff like, in Los Angeles, we felt the 9.2. And then he'll look at the camera because he's being interviewed and say, "It'll be nothing like the folks in San Francisco." And then it cuts to, the Rock's daughter's in San Francisco. And he has to go save her. And, yeah. And then there's just one big set piece after another. There's a really cool part where they're going up the San Francisco Bay, and there's a huge tsunami coming. And the Rock's like, "We got to get the boat over the top before it cresses." And as he's going up, this huge ship comes over. So he's dodging cargo falling off of it. And he always just avoids dying. And he doesn't even really get beat up at all.
So does all of California just go in the water?
No, it's just the San Andreas Fault. So it's basically Los Angeles to San Francisco.
So part of California gets submerged?
It cracks, yeah. So it makes like a river. Yeah, and that one girl from Texas Chainsaw who's pretty hot. Her name's like Alexandria something.
The new one that sucked, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's like the heroine in the new one.
Nice.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. And there's this part where she's underwater and swimming and her boobs are just like going...
Dual flotation device.
Yeah. But I mean, there is a really great... I don't know, great's the right word. There's a really heartfelt story where The Rock and his wife are estranged because The Rock went rafting with
you
their
save everyone else, but you don't never save me.
So The Rock...
Oh, my God, really?
No, The Rock went rafting with their younger daughter, and she died. And so he became distant from her, and they're separated. But The Rock has this really great scene.
You can save everyone else, but you couldn't save our daughter. Oh, my God.
He has this great scene where he doesn't say that, but he says, she looked at me, and she looked at her eyes when she realized I couldn't save her. And he delivers it really well, and it's really well done. I think if The Rock wasn't in it, it'd be 2012, because for some reason, he has this great presence on screen. And, yeah, it's a fun movie. And at the end, it gets really hokey because so after everything, spoilers, his daughter, his wife, and him all live. I know you're shocked.
Wait, I thought she died.
Oh, no, that was his youngest daughter.
Oh, okay.
So he has to save his other daughter, and she almost drowns too. But that's not going to stop The Rock this time.
He's got a second chance to make things right.
He does. And I mean, she's super hot, so you got to save her. So anyways, at the end, they're all overlooking San Francisco and, how California is now. And I forget which character asks him. They say, "So what do we do now?" And he looks, he says, "We rebuild." And then the American flag is like flowing. It's cheesy, but again, it's entertaining. I mean, Paul Giamatti's the scientist in it.
So if it didn't have The Rock in it, would it still be like worth a fun movie?
I don't know. That's the thing, is because I think he's really charismatic. So I don't know who you could put in there. I mean, who else could you have that physically imposing where you believe he ripped the door off? You know what I mean? It's
Channing Tatum, maybe.
See, I don't know. I don't know if Channing Tatum's that imposing though.
He's not imposing for sure. I don't know who else right now is.
I mean, The Rock is pretty much the action guy right now.
Yeah.
Careful, my kid has cooties.
He's like clawing my pants right now.
He's like, oh yeah, dude. So sometimes in the morning when I walk out, or anytime, and he wants to like climb up my legs, he'll grab your balls. And you're like, no way.
Playing with purses, sucking on microphones, grabbing your dad's balls.
It's headed down a slippery slope.
I think he's going to be bringing home boyfriends.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
But you better bring home some chicks.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But yeah, I can't think of another action star right now. I mean,
right now.
Because, I mean, Schwarzenegger is too old. Stallone's too old.
Young, like...
I mean, I guess Channing Tatum, but he doesn't fit that bill very much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, he's athletic and he's built, but he's not The Rock built. I feel like there's somebody.
Yeah, why can't we think? This is great podcasting, by the way.
I know. I was thinking. Who cares? Anyway.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, I mean, I think
I was going to say, like, what if, like, Nick Cage is in this movie? But, yeah, he couldn't rip a door off for sure.
Yeah. I mean,
but
the thing
seems
is,
like a Nick Cage movie.
Is you make The Rock a hero. If you have Nick Cage, he'd be the everyday man, you know, or John Cusack in 2012. Yeah. What has John Cusack done since 2012? Got his paycheck and he's like, I'm good.
I guess so. I think he was in some indie thing. I think he's doing the smaller movies now.
Yeah. So he does like, I got to do one big studio, get my couple million, and then I'll do these shit films.
Yeah.
But yeah,
which Robert Downey won't do.
Nope. Good for him.
I was collect that Avengers money.
I would too, dude. If you're making $80 million a movie, I would never stop making those movies.
I wouldn't even like be in movies. I would just like fun stuff. At that point.
Yeah. What else would you do? So yeah, I say go see San Andreas.
I'm sure James will bring in an opinion next week.
Yeah, there's no counterpoint here, so everyone's gonna have to listen to me.
Yep.
You're gonna have to go see it.
I almost did Saturday night, but I was like, Ryan's got it covered.
Well, the thing is too, I will
save $10.
Yeah, I will say this: you do have to be in the right frame of mind going in, because it's not, it's stupid. And anytime they're saying they can predict earthquakes, really, you can't predict earthquakes. There's this really funny blog about this scientist who did go see it, the premiere with The Rock, and she was tweeting about how inaccurate it was. It was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, even like I recognize that it's not something you go in for the science for.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be accurate. So why she thought it would be beyond me. She's probably just trying to be like the Neil deGrasse Tyson thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's silly, but people like do die. It's. I mean, there's
not everyone survives a natural disaster.
There's this really cool shot where The Rock's wife is having lunch with her new boyfriend's sister, and so the earthquake starts, and so she's running, and The Rock tells his wife, she's like, "Get on the roof, I'll come get you," because he's in his helicopter, and so she's trying to get this lady to go with her on the roof, and she's like, "No, I'm going downstairs," and so she runs, and the door shuts behind her. And then, I forget his wife's name. She goes to open the door, and she opens it. There's nothing there anymore. That's pretty cool. So there's some cool things. And his wife is Carla Gugino? Gugino. She's pretty attractive for an older lady. She's naked in Sin City if you want to see her naked.
So what are we seeing next week?
Next week we're seeing Spy, which
Really?
is Jason Statham. Or it's Spy or Insidious Chapter 3. I'll see Spy.
Yeah.
Jason Statham's in it.
It's up to you, man. I don't know.
Jason Statham's in
I'll
it.
just go see Mad Max
and
again.
it's getting good reviews. Or
Entourage. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, I forgot Entourage opens on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't get that
Huge
show.
tentpole movie.
I don't get that show. I don't understand it.
I mean, I've never seen it, but
I haven't either. But when I see the trailers,
it appeals to a certain type of man. That's not me.
And I hate that they keep on trying to make Ronda Rousey hot. She's in that movie, and he's like, "Oh, if I last 30 seconds with you, you'd go out to dinner with me." And then, of course, like the next scene is all his bros going, "Oh!" Like he just got his ass
She's
kicked.
Like, if you last 60 seconds, I'll bleep you. And yeah. It just it appeals to.
Do you think she's attractive?
I mean, she's not really my type, but
I don't think she's attractive. Like muscular women just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's someone, and I'm sure she's a really nice girl, but I don't like being told that somebody's hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't be told anything. Make my own decisions. But
and maybe she just left a bad taste in my mouth for Expendables 3, where I call it Expendables: The Next Generation.
Pretty much.
And
you spend like an hour of the movie just recruiting new Expendables.
Yeah. When I'd rather just see Jason Statham and Arnold Schwarzenegger shoot people.
I know, right? I came to see the old guys fight.
Yeah. Not these weird girl who's supposed to be attractive, and I don't think so.
Well, you know, some executive was just like, okay, you can make 3, but, you know, we got to groom them for 4. We got to do something to revitalize 4, so you got to put new people in it, new stars, new faces for the new crowd, so we can get a new audience. And Stallone's like, okay, I'll do it for the money.
I guess I would too. But yeah, I mean, she seems like a nice person, and I'm sure she's fine, but I just don't like being told that I have to think she's attractive. Because even my new Sports Illustrated is her on it, and it says, "Just so you know, Ronda Rousey can kick your ass." Okay, I'm sure she can. That's what she does for a living.
Yeah, I think an athletic, muscular woman can be attractive. I
don't know. I'm not trying to be like disparaging to women. I'm just saying it's just like, I don't know. Don't tell me that stuff.
There's more going on with that movie than that, though.
Yeah.
Like this whole like rich fantasy thing. It's not my taste.
I don't get it. I've never understood it. And you know, people tell me to watch the show, and I just don't have a desire to.
Every time I don't laugh at any of the jokes in that trailer.
No.
Are there jokes? I don't remember.
I guess, you know, I found this kid on a Mentos commercial, and he holds up a Mentos. I guess that's supposed to be funny, but I don't think it is. I guess I should say I must just have a problem with the Entourage movie. Maybe it's not Ronda Rousey. Maybe it's just the Entourage movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's my biggest concern.
Because I think it's the context of how she's used is maybe why I don't like it.
5 Hollywood players, just not my thing.
Yeah.
Parties on boats. And
I don't want to go back to Queens, bro. I like the weather here. That's Matt Dillon's brother.
Oh.
That's funny.
How did I not get that?
That's funny. Bye. Visit our website, realnerdspodcast.com. You can tweet us at real_nerds. You can email us even, realnerds@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Hey, stream us on Stitcher. You want to call us? 720-6nerds5. And download us on iTunes. Just search Real Nerds. Thank you, Joe Kempter, for the wonderful voiceover. And also Spark Mandrill for the wonderful late-night jazz smooth sounds of movies. You can find him on SoundCloud. This has been a Nebulous Visions production.